In this workload tutorial, you're going to learn how to integrate HelloSign with Lever. And we will create a new workflow. And one thing you're going to need in advance here. So for the first step, we're going to use webhook as the trigger event. And we're going to click on Choose Event, webhook received. We're going to hit Continue. And before we click on the blue button that says Test Trigger, what we got to do is copy this webhook URL here by clicking on that copy button. And then we'll go to Lever. And in Lever, under the Settings menu, what you'll see is on the left side, Integrations and API. So click on that. And then click on the webhooks tab of that page. And what we're going to be triggering here is the candidate stage change event. So make sure you have this toggled on, and then click on add a webhook. And right here in this gray box that says yoursite.com, you're going to click in there, and we're going to paste that workload webhook directly in there. And then what we want to do is click on Verify Connection and make sure that we get a valid response back. So there we go. We got verified. Okay, excellent. So now what we're going to do is click on Test Trigger back in Workload. And you see this countdown timer has appeared. So this basically says we have about a minute to go and create the action that will trigger this webhook. So in our example here, it's going to be moving a candidate into a new stage. So what I want to do is grab this person here who's in the phone interview stage. His name is Draymond Green. I'm going to click on him, and I'm going to move him into a new stage that I created called Send HelloSign. And that there should do it. So we move Draymond Green to the Send HelloSign stage. And here you can see now we have some data to work from. So this was like dynamically updated once we workload recognized that the candidate stage has changed. Lever then sent us data to that webhook URL, and we captured that data. So we'll hit Continue here. The next, we're going to look up the candidate in Lever by using the information from the webhook payload. So we're going to go to Lever, and the action we're going to choose is under Opportunity, and we're going to find a single opportunity. And we'll map the opportunity ID with the opportunity ID from the payload that we got from the webhook. So just by clicking on that right there, it mapped it in there into the opportunity ID field. So now we'll test this, and we should get some information back about Mr. Draymond Green. And there we have his email address. So save and close. So now what we're going to do is go to the HelloSign app, and we're going to send a signature request. You may send from a template, and that's okay. They're very similar motions, but for us, we're going to send from a signature request, just a normal document. So HelloSign number 2. If you haven't already connected a HelloSign account, what you're going to do is click that button. It'll open up this pop-up here and dump in your HelloSign API key, which can be found by going to the integrations page of your HelloSign, aka Dropbox Sign account, toggle to API, and then generate a new key. Give it a name like workload or something, and then click on generate key. And then you'll see this value here. Copy this value. And then what you're going to do is go back to workload, and you're going to paste that value in here. And for password, you're just going to leave that blank. No password is needed. And then just hit yes, continue. And then you'll be connecting your account. So for me, that's HelloSign number 2. And we're going to give this a title, and we'll call this offer letter for, and then what we can do is this is pretty neat. We can just insert the name there. And the subject can be the same. We'll say offer letter for Draymond Green. And the message will be congratulations. Please sign this offer letter ASAP. Okay, now the signers. This is going to be Draymond's email. So if I send it here, so I would click on that, but you're not going to be able to see me test it because I don't own this email address. So just for testing purposes, I'm going to just hard code my own email, but you're going to want to map it by opening this drop down and then clicking on Draymond's email address. The name will be Draymond. And the signing order is 0, which means he's the first person to sign this document. And for CC emails, I'm going to CC myself. And the file URL, I've already prepared a file, but for you, it's going to be something different. But basically, you host the file somewhere like on Dropbox or Google Drive, and then just paste the link into this. I'm going to click on test mode so that doesn't really make this a binding contract. And I'm going to hit continue, and we'll test and verify this. And looks like it was a success. So we sent an offer letter that is a signature field to Draymond. And we should be receiving this in our email here soon. So here it is, offer letter for Draymond Green, signature requested by my test account. So congratulations, please sign this offer letter. Let's click on review and sign just to make sure our document looks correct. So like I said, I hit test mode, so it's not legally binding. We hit OK. And here we go. Here's my document for Mr. Draymond to sign. If I click to sign it, then it'll execute this agreement. So that's fantastic. That's all we need to do for this workflow here. So now you've successfully integrated HelloSign with Lever. Anytime that a candidate stage is, very important, we got to add a filter here. So we only want this to run when the stage ID is equal to HelloSign. And that is this stage ID right here. It's in the 2. So highlight that and copy it, and it'll add it up there, but just delete it out. Then now for filter setup, under conditions, we're going to only continue if this field here, to stage ID, click on that, choose a condition. So it's going to be equals to, and then we're going to paste our value in there. And then that's it. So click out of that, back onto the canvas here. So now you'll see there's this little text box here that says stage ID equal to HelloSign. So now this will only run when Lever sends us a payload and the payload equals that stage ID. And it's going to look up the candidate in Lever, get information about them, such as their email address, and then it's going to send our HelloSign signature document to their email address based on the lookup from the prior step. So thank you very much for watching this, and stay tuned for part 2, where we will show you how to trigger when the HelloSign document is signed. Then we'll update Draymond's stage in Lever.